Hey Libra, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for November 2018. Answering the question, how does your partner feel about you? It could be for your Libra sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, Venus, or even the ruler of your seventh house. So if you're an Aries rising, that would mean that your seventh house is ruled by Libra. So you may also find this interesting. I've gone ahead and already shuffled the deck. Oh, and we've got the 10 of coins underneath, so it's looking quite good already. And I'm going to go ahead now and lay out the cards. So the first card that we have for how your partner currently feels is the Page of Wands. So this tells me that currently your partner is interested in trying new things, ready for some sort of new learning experience. They are very curious about you. There's definitely a sexual attraction there. And yeah, they're very curious about you. And I think that you've kind of got their eye in a sexual way as well. Like they're quite attracted to you. And they want to learn more. They want to know more. They may feel like with you, it may be an adventure. There might be some sort of anticipation when it comes to you and this person and how they feel about you. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull some more cards. Then we've got the 5 of coins for, you know, who your partner truly is, what their motivations are, where they're coming from, things that maybe they wouldn't necessarily open up to you about. We do have the 5 of coins. So right now they may be experiencing some financial hardships, or be feeling very alone, or just feeling like they're kind of going against the grain in some way, or like there's an uphill struggle. They may just feel very much like they have to be quite diligent maybe in every move that they make, having to be very careful because any wrong fall could or wrong kind of step could cause a fall. That kind of poverty mindset, that worry, that kind of maybe living in fear a little bit, not feeling secure in their world for whatever reason. As it is a love reading, it probably is pertaining to love, but they could also be looking for someone to share their struggles with. Like they may be looking for like a companion or a soulmate, someone that that can hold their hand maybe through all of this. They may be feeling quite alone basically at the moment. So then we've got the Hermit card in the position of the past. So you may be seeing a Virgo person, most definitely with the 2 Pentacles cards already showing, and the 10 of coins at the base of the deck. Could be a Virgo that you're seeing. You may have met them recently. They may be in quiet, or maybe in the past. Again, like I said, there might be some sort of loneliness with them where they may have, you know, been quite a spiritual person, and this person's quite deep, and yeah, they may have been maybe on some sort of spiritual journey or something like that, where they've maybe done a lot of internal investigation, kind of what do they call it, shadow work. In some circles they call it that, where there's this like introspection. So yeah, I think this person's been on their own maybe for some time or something. And I mean, the Hermit card also talks about a deep knowing as well. So they could also have a kind of a deep knowing about you, where they may feel like they met someone that they really do deeply feel like, yeah, this person's the right person for me right now. So they could be quite sure about you. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups in the position of their intentions. So they definitely do have strong feelings towards you, and they are feelings of love and romance. The Knight of Cups and all the Knights to me always makes me feel like there's some sort of fight to be fought or battle to be won, some heroic kind of gesture or something like that always pops in my mind when I see the Knights. So I feel like this person is taking kind of a leap of faith maybe in love. They are still fighting for love. Maybe they have been hurt in the past, but they're now, you know, their intentions are to, you know, take that risk, to give it their all, and to kind of maybe put their heart on the line a little bit. The Knight of Cups can also be seen as someone who's not committal as well. There is that energy where they are kind of in love with the idea of love, and they may be kind of almost like one foot in, one foot out. It's like they like the experience of love and the adventure of love, and they believe in love and they love love, but they may want to seek lots of experiences in love. So, or this could also signify an age difference as well. Your partner could just be a little bit younger than you as well. So they could kind of still have that, maybe an air of innocence about them where they are still wanting to explore. We do have the Page of Wands. So there might be that kind of energy about them where they're kind of, or maybe it's just that they're new back onto the scene, you know, they're quite lonely and now they're kind of coming out, and so they're going for it and they're excited about it, but they don't know what to expect, and they're very much learning at this stage kind of thing. So yeah, it's not always easy to find the word, sorry. Okay, so we got the 8 of Coins for the near future for your partner. So your partner's feeling like they may want to focus a lot on work in the future. They may have a particular goal that they want to reach that they're going to be quite focused on. So pertaining to love, this could be for you. They could be willing to make that commitment with you. They may recognize that there's a lot of work to be done, maybe more even from their side of things. But they do definitely feel more secure with you, with them feeling like they're 5 of Coins here in their kind of subconscious, in their private world. In the near future, we've got them feeling the 8 of Coins, which is quite a confident position. Although you do, with the 8 of Coins, maybe feel that there's still, although it's an optimistic position, it's still recognizing that there's still a lot of work to be done in order to really solidify any sort of opportunity that, you know, this person's trying to, you know, make the most of or obtain. But definitely a goal's been set in the near future to work on things, to put the effort in. This person definitely seems to be a either a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Okay, so to clarify the Page of Wands, we do have the Moon card. So this person really is a bit green. Like they seem to be very much curious, not knowing what to expect. Although it's exciting for them, it's also quite unnerving. It is raising a lot of fears for them. It's something, like I said, it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's something that, it's something that they want to do, but they are also scared to do. You know, so they are having to be quite brave, I think, with the Knight of Cups. They are kind of putting on a brave face, even though maybe they aren't feeling that good on the inside. You know, they're still kind of being the Knight of Cups and putting on the armor and being that knight in shining armor for you, or for the relationship, or for themselves, you know, in their relationships. But there is a lot of fear here for them. They are coming from a place of fear. That would explain the 5 of Coins. They are from that kind of, they may be a bit of a warrior. Again, they could be a Virgo or an earth sign. So yeah, interestingly enough, the Moon card and the Hermit card are what we call sister cards in the tarot deck. They complement each other. So it's interesting to see that they were maybe quite grounded in the past, and now they've come into this maybe connection with you. It's actually made them feel quite nervous. I think because they like familiarity. They like to know what's coming. They are very practical, and they like to have a plan. I mean, even in the future, they're straight back to the 8 of Coins. You know, even though they may have had this kind of love, or, you know, these feelings of love or whatever, currently and most recently, they get straight back to this kind of 8 of Coins energy, where they're quite about a plan, you know, and being very practical. So yeah, this person is loving it but hating it at the same time, simply because they don't know what's coming and they don't like that. So with the 5 of coins to clarify, we've got the 2 of wands. Okay, so so this person has a choice to make, or maybe has in the past had a choice to make, and which has maybe left them in a position where they are feeling on their own. I feel like this person is prepared to be on their own regardless, like even if they are unhappy, it's like they're quite strong at the same time, and they have faith, like they know there's other opportunities. They may be seeing this relationship as an opportunity to get out of the rut that they're in, or this unhappy kind of lonely space that they're in. They could see this as an opportunity, as maybe you could be that person that does stand by them. I think there's like an energy of them kind of liking to be on their own, simply because it means they don't have to ask anyone what they want to do the next day, or negotiate or compromise in any way. Also, they kind of have this full control over things, but it's not really making them happy at the same time. It's almost like their unhappiness, it's almost like their unhappiness is pushing them out to find new people, or to take on new opportunities. I can't always find the word, sorry guys, but to take on to try new things, to see if it can bring about this happiness that they obviously will feel like they're lacking. So then we've got the 8 of wands to clarify the Hermit card. Okay, so yeah, I think this person was quite sure about you, and there was a lot of communication in the past. They do feel very positive about you. You make them feel, I think, quite upbeat. You give them something positive to think about. They feel like taking a chance with you. They're quite certain about you. They're not really thinking twice. Like, they know that even though this may be scary for them or uncomfortable for them, you are what they want, and they're feeling very positive about you as well. There could have been a lot of communication in the past as well with the 8 of wands. It does always speak about messages of love. So okay, so then we've got the 4 of wands to clarify the Knight of Cups. Let's turn this music down. Sorry. So with the 4 of wands here, this is, again, it's quite positive. Your partner feels like very free around you in November. They feel like very comfortable. They want security with you. They want you guys to become a couple. They want you guys to have that title. They want to bond with you. They want to maybe get to know you more, like find out more about your family, meet your family, you meet their family. They want all these things. They want that closeness. They want that connection with you that feels like family, that feels like really connected and secure. Yeah, they're quite excited, definitely, about you. Okay, so in the near future, to clarify the 8 of coins, we have the Chariot card. So yeah, they're quite determined, come hell or high water, that they're going to try and make this work. Again, the Chariot card is connected to Cancer, which is connected to the 4th house, which is ruled by Cancer. So sorry guys, one minute. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, this person's quite determined. With it being related to the 4th house, I feel this person does see you as like potential family, wants maybe a family with you. And and they're just very determined. They feel quite maybe victorious as well, when they do think about the connection that you have, but definitely very determined, and I don't think they're going to give up very easily. They feel quite, I think, attached to you. They've made a commitment to you, it looks like, regardless. The Eight of Coins is not a, that's, you're in it for the long haul. And the Chariot card, means no matter what. They may see that there are some major differences between you two. And that's where the hard work is going to come in. It's like marrying those two very opposite kind of energies about you. Could be where one of you could be really masculine and one of you is like really feminine. And there's no sort of, and so you're kind of very complementary but complete opposites. It could be something like that, where you have to kind of find a way maybe to understand each other and work together. Or there could just be other obstacles in you guys' way in the near future that your partner foresees, but still is very willing to put in the work to make it work because they think it's worth it. And they may also feel that it's only a matter of time before things get better. So it's like it's not in vain, and that's how they feel in the near future. So a card for you for the present is the Nine of Wands. So currently, Libra, you may be feeling like you've had enough in some way, or you don't really want to open up too much right now. Yes, you do feel that there's an attraction. The feelings cannot be denied for you. Most definitely they're there. But you may not feel like you're really in a position right now to offer that kind of sorry, the sun just decided to be here for the reading, so let's welcome it. So hopefully a cloud will come, or maybe we shouldn't wish for a cloud, but so you could currently be feeling like I'm not sure if I can really do this right now. I'm actually currently healing from something myself at the moment. I've got a few wounds that I haven't dealt with, or you just may be feeling like quite defensive. You may be given a lot of reasons as to why this can't work. And again, you may feel like you've been on your own for a little bit as well, and you've come a long way on your own, and you've had a lot of battles to fight as well. And I mean, you may have overcome them, but you may be feeling like, can I deal with this person who kind of we're not always in a position to be that emotional support to somebody. Sometimes that's just the case, and that may be how you're feeling. Like the feelings are there, but you're not too sure if you really have this maybe room in your life, or you maybe have enough going on. You may also feel like it's a bit of a burden, this relationship, for you at the moment. Okay. So we've got the Six of Wands for, how you privately feel. So you may feel very happy about the relationship. Like, as I said, the feelings can't be denied. There are feelings there, and they are very, obvious. And I think you do feel very happy that this person has come along, and they make you feel very proud. You may feel very validated by them. They may be very good looking, so they may make you look good. It is Six of Wands. People may be patting you on the back like, oh, you met him, or you met her, and she's amazing, or she's lovely, or he's lovely. Sorry, guys. Sorry, one moment. Hey guys, sorry about that. I've got a cold, so sorry, bear with me. But I fixed the lighting as well. But this person's very proud of you. So this is this person's main motivation. This is your main motivation, is that you actually really feel very proud of this person, and this person lights up your life in a way that makes you just feel very validated. And that's the Six of Wands. So you feel very proud of this person, which is lovely. You feel like showing them off and having fun with them. This person just could be a lot of fun as well with this Wand energy. Then we've got the Empress card for how you felt in the past. So in the past, you maybe felt very much, because this is also like a Leo energy, which is quite, it's also your energy. You're a Libra. This is the Venus ruled card. So you could have felt very much in your element. But you could also have felt very much of those Leo qualities of feeling very proud, very beautiful, very confident. So there could have been that kind of air about you. And, you know, I think you, again, even for yourself, you were quite focused on yourself and loving yourself and looking after yourself and nurturing yourself, and recognizing that you are your greatest treasure. So I think both of you are coming from a bit of a place of being on your own for a little bit. But definitely for you, you definitely had a shine about you. And I believe this person noticed that and found you very beautiful, very attractive. And I think you yourself just felt very beautiful, very attractive. You may have had many admirers in the near past. The Empress card also talks about babies, recently becoming a mother. All that could happen to you as well. That could be why we got the Nine of Wands here, where you feel like, you know, this person's excited to be with me, but they're going through their own kind of issues, I can see. And I may not be in a position, maybe because, you know, you've recently become a mother. You know, these things happen, you know. It could be something like that. This person could possibly have a problem with drinking as well. Just looking at the cards again here. Yeah. Okay, so let's pull another card for your intentions. You've got the Seven of Cups for your intentions. You may be feeling like you are really looking to explore your options or really get to know this person better. You may feel like you don't really know what this person has to offer. A lot of what they have to offer really resides in your imagination. So you may feel like there's just a way more to kind of get to know about this person, and you don't really have maybe anything solid maybe so far to be able to measure them with, or to hold them to. This person, I feel, for you represents possibly a lot of things, a lot of ideas. The potential for this person could be quite varied. Maybe you're not too sure whether or not you want this person as your lover, your potential boyfriend, girlfriend, your friend, your this or that or the other. It's like you're not really too sure how this person may fit into your life. And I think you want to kind of maybe get to know them better and figure out whether or not this relationship that they seem to be offering you or ready for, or, you know, that's what they're working towards. You want to be sure that it's really suitable for you too, and that you're both on the same page. So I think there's an attraction here, but I don't think that, and there could also be, you know, a certain amount of emotion as well here as well. Definitely, there's like a kind of Two of Cups energy that I'm picking up, even though Two of Cups haven't shown up. We do have a sister card, you know, 2 8s, and there's this kind of duality in here a little bit. Also got the 9 here essentially, and the 9 cards are the Hermit and the Moon card. So there's something going on. Definitely a connection here, and I just think that you want to find out more. You want to explore more with this person. You may want to go out drinking with this person. You may want to socialize with them. You may want to kind of even see them at their worst. Like, you want to see them. You want to know them. You want to maybe figure them out so that you can maybe have a more grounded idea of who they really are and how they're going to fit into your life. So in the near future, we've got the 8 of Swords, another 8. So it could be a karmic relationship that you guys are in. And you may not know what the best move is to make. This person, it seems to be pretty sold on you. I think even more so, they just really want to be with someone. By the looks of it, they're ready for that relationship. Sorry, I'm itching and I'm sneezing and everything. Sorry, guys. So yeah, it's like you're not too sure, I think, what to do, because this person's quite sold. They know what they want and they're ready to kind of move, but maybe you're like, I still need to think about this. I've still got questions. I'm not ready. I don't feel, because I think you feel like you want more and more information. You want to know more and more before you'll make that commitment. But the Eight of Swords here is saying, actually, you're the only thing kind of stopping this. Like, everything's kind of okay. Or possibly saying you're not really going to know anymore until you actually experience it. You can't know everything about this person without actually maybe getting involved with them. So that's the Eight of Swords to me always is a kind of a warning, a kind of a, you know, it's kind of a prompt to you may want to, it's your own thoughts that are holding you back here. And so it's like, it's really you that's going to be putting the brakes on anything if it does happen, because you have a lot of preconceptions maybe about relationships. As I said, you may not be in a position right now emotionally, physically, to really kind of give the relationship what you think it deserves, needs. So, you know, you're maybe just not ready. And I think it's you are the one not allowing it to move forward, because you're just not sure of how it's going to all turn out. You've got too many doubts about it. So I was just looking at the card to see what else I could gather from it. Yeah, there's something to do with emotions here. Emotions are some sort of issue. Maybe you don't really want to get emotional right now. Like, you don't really want to get all into your emotions. So it's like you both are kind of in a similar situation where you're both a little bit hesitant and fearful about getting lost in your emotions. And the Moon card is definitely a card like that, where you are lost. You're lost, and because you can't name everything and label everything and make sense of everything, it causes a lot of fear and insecurity. And that's where your partner's coming from. And you seem to be kind of in a similar situation where, although you're really happy to have met this person, it's going to take a kind of leap of some sort of faith to from both of you and from you to allow the relationship to progress. But we have got the Ten of Coins here at the base of the deck. So that is definitely saying that there is potential here for the relationship to work. It will require patience. It is a coins energy. You may be learning about how you feel about the idea of a long-term relationship. You may start to get a bit more clear about what it is that you do want in your relationships. If you even want one, you may not have even realized it, but I think you really do actually want to be in a long-term relationship, but there's just a bit of fear here. We have got the World card underneath. So yeah, it's like saying this could be a time of great change for you. because you have come to the end of the road in some ways, maybe on a kind of prior journey that you've been on in your life. You are ready for a change. There is a sense of completion here. I think you found someone that you can commit to. This person is a soulmate. There is like this kind of long historical kind of connection with you guys, maybe from a past life or something like that. But there's definitely kind of like ties here between you two. Yeah. So I've got a bit of a cold, so bear with me. I think as well, there's an energy of needing to become grounded. You may need to, with all the worrying, you know, for you, there's no grounded kind of cards here for you apart from this 10 of coins and the Empress card. So I feel like you may need to get out of your head a little bit, definitely with the eight of swords there. You need to come out of your head in your fears and actually become grounded in the reality of knowing that I think you do want this long-term relationship. You want grandkids with this person, or at some point with somebody. Like, you want to settle with somebody. You're ready. It's recognizing that that's really what you want and knowing what kind of work is required. Your partner is committed and will be in the near future. And they're definitely very curious about you at the moment. But in the near future, if this all goes well, it looks like this person will really be willing to do whatever it takes to make it work. Okay, so, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, they'll be committed in the future. So this is the card that flipped out, long distance. This is Spirit's advice to you. So there could be a distance between you guys at the moment. And maybe that's what you need to think about. Is it the distance between you guys that's causing this feeling of 7 of Cups where you don't know, and more 8 of Swords where you don't know? this like, oh, I don't know if I should do this or that because I'm scared, or I don't know enough. You know, maybe it's the distance between you guys at the moment. And maybe Spirit is saying actually it's quite normal to maybe have these kind of feelings in a long distance relationship, and just to kind of pay attention to the fact that this is a long distance relationship. That's what maybe this whole grounded energy is like. You may need to get grounded. Like, you may, if you are separate from each other, you may need to kind of have one solid base, one place where you both live, or move closer together, or something needs to be established. Like an anchor needs to be set. Okay, so Libra. Okay, so you've got the obstacles being gossip. Again, this gossip could also just be hearsay. It could be hearsay from other people, but also your own thoughts, your own distracting thoughts. That could be an obstacle. Maybe other people are telling you things. This is also a card of other people putting ideas into your head and making you worry. And so there could be an element of other people's opinions that's an obstacle for you at the moment. Okay, what brings you together is control. So maybe you both have issues of control. maybe this is what it really is. Like I did say, this person may feel quite comfortable with having everything how they want it and not having to compromise and having full autonomy over, you know, their life and what they do day to day. And I think you also were very secure. Like the Empress is a very secure card. The Nine of Wands also could be about control and this needing to know what's going to happen. And yeah, that seems to be what actually is what you have in common, I think. So your partner is learning about travels. This is complementary to the long distance card. So your partner could be learning that they may need to travel to come to see you. The Eight of Wands can also talk about travel, movement, and also the Knight. So it could be that this person is planning to come and see you at your home, you know, as a romantic gesture, or wanting you to come and visit them. And they're learning maybe they've never done that before, traveled to see someone or had a long distance relationship, and they're learning about that it requires them moving about. Because I think with the Hermit card and other cards as well, this person may have been quite the hermit maybe and not really moved about that much or traveled that much, and maybe they're doing that now with you. You see them as dating, so yeah, you are definitely getting to know them and trying to figure out who they are and enjoying the time together and creating romantic memories and things like that. So you're learning about that. So I think you're quite new onto the dating scene as well, and you're quite learning how to maybe court this person or allow this person to court you, whichever way around it goes. And yeah, I think you're kind of getting into the swing of things. So like simple things like responding back more romantically to texters. I'm sure if you're not texting romantically for a little while, you might just be like, yes, no, maybe, tomorrow, whatever. But when you're in a romantic relationship, you might have like kisses on the end and you might say sweet things, and you know, maybe it's like that. So you're kind of learning how to kind of get into the groove of dating again. Because they see you as karmic. I did think that this was a karmic relationship, and your partner sees you as quite a significant person in their life. Definitely created some sort of bump in the road for them, but maybe in a more positive way, where it may have woken them up a little bit and maybe made them realize a bit more, you know, where they're going, made them question the direction of, you know, their chosen path. If you catch my drift, sorry, I can't find the words all the time, but you know, this person may have be more clear as to where they're going, where they're coming from, where they're at. You know, that karmic energy of really recognizing where you're at, where you need to be, where you're coming from, and why. And those kind of thoughts may kind of occupy your partner's mind because of this relationship, like where it's making them take stock, I think, of where they're at, and recognizing that you are a beautiful new opportunity for them. I think they are thinking that you are a new, quite exciting, possibly new opportunity for them that's going to lead to, you know, basically a change in their life. So then we've got the friendship card for how you see them. So you see them very much at the moment as a friend. Like, I think you kind of maybe want, oh no, sorry, this is how you see them, this is how they see you. So sorry, sorry, you may be feeling quite karmic about it. They see you more, they see you as a friend, as someone that they're close to. Like I said, like family, they feel very close to you, like your kin. They may, like I said, there's lots of hands here. They may want to kind of get to know your family and get to know you, and they may feel like you know a lot of people and that you're maybe well connected, and they kind of want to be part of that world, and they want to join that, because you can see the last hand here kind of on top with the ring. It's like they want to kind of really, I think, really bring you into their life and make you an actual like friend or something, but they are trying to kind of get closer to you and build that kind of bond with you, I feel. So the base of the deck, we've got the blonde female. So the person that you're interested in could be a blonde. You yourself could be a blonde. The blonde female also talks about, I feel to me, an innocent kind of fire sign energy, like an Aries young lady maybe. So that could be what's going on here. There could be an age difference as well. Like I said, the blonde female, she has got pigtails. She doesn't look quite young. So there could be an age difference here as well. That could be what the gossip is, you know, where the gossip is coming in, and this Eight of Swords as well. But yeah, there's like a young energy here, and there's a curiosity here, maybe on both sides. Sorry guys, cold. This cold's not good. All right, I'm going to wrap it up now with a few cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Sorry if I've been a bit flat, but I just feel really, yeah, can't even find the words. But I really want to get these videos out for you guys because I really enjoy doing them. Okay, so Libra, November 2018. Love. Okay, so base the deck, we've got Between Worlds. I think this is really quite poignant. It really makes sense. It's like you're both one foot in, one foot out. You're both transitioning from maybe quite a colorless time. I don't think being on your own is ever colorless, but it's always a bit more colorful, I think, when you're in a relationship. But I think that's what this card is kind of symbolizing here for both of you, and something for you to pay attention to. Okay, so we've got Imagine. So I think it's about positive thinking, imagining the best, you know, seeing the good that can come out of this. There is this element of, I think, like I said, of needing to be grounded. I think at the moment, with there being so many questions, I think Spirit is just saying that if you are going to imagine things, don't imagine the worst. Try to imagine at least a neutral kind of outcome or a really positive one. So yeah, there's a distance between you guys. I think you guys may be living apart. This person may need to travel and is quite willing to travel to see you. Yeah. Okay, so we've got time for a nap. Stop thinking so much, I guess. Stop trying to plan so much. Maybe take some rest. We've got two moons showing up here and the moon card. So, and the Cancer card, Chariot card, and we've got the moon in the dating card, and there's another moon there. There's moons everywhere. Okay, so we need to think about the full moon, and the I think the full moon is coming up. I think we just had a new moon at the beginning of November. So, wow. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams could be telling you a lot of answers at the moment. You're not to think about this too much, apparently. You're not to overthink this. You have to kind of allow your feelings to get involved here. I don't think you want your feelings to get involved. I think you think it's kind of messy. But yeah, you're being asked here, I think, to kind of go with the flow and be appreciative of what's kind of come in and kind of enjoy it, and think of the best, not the worst. But definitely with the full and new moons, maybe something significant will be happening on those days for you. It could be around the 20th, possibly, or the 24th of November, the full moon. I think the full moon is going to be in Taurus. Not sure what house that would be for you. I think it'll be your ninth house. No, it's not your ninth house. I think it's your 8th house. I think. Sorry, look it up. But if it is your 8th house, that's quite interesting though. Yeah, I think it is your 8th house. That's quite a significant house in terms of partnerships, relationships, um, other people's money, deep taboo emotions, maybe unresolved issues. Um, so maybe around the full moon, if you're that way inclined, you could maybe do some sort of, um, ritual or shadow work to really address and maybe release some of your deep-rooted fears, possibly around relationships. You may there may be some quite stubborn um, ways of kind of thinking about relationships that you maybe haven't changed, that just never changed. That's always that way because it is Taurus. Um, you may feel quite secure in that, but you're being asked not to maybe do that so much, especially if it results in you overthinking things, and trying to control and plan things too much, and not go with the flow and the enjoy the experience. Yes, I think it's something about getting out of a rut here, I think, for you and this person. And then we do have be flexible, which is again reiterates what I've said really, that there needs to be some flexibility. If you're kind of stuck in a rut of way of being, especially in terms of relationships, because of fears, deep-rooted fears that you have around them, you're being asked to shake it off, basically. And especially, I think, around the moon phases, um, will be a really good time to reflect on those things and maybe, just release that as the full moon starts to wane, just release, go with the flow, go with the energies, just release that energy. There's loads of full moon rituals and things you can find on YouTube, on the internet. Really simple. It's often just as simple as writing down, how you feel. You can burn it and then release it into the air, or you could light a candle and meditate over it, or you could just do some journaling. You may find that at that time, a lot of things might come out, and it may come to light a lot of the deep-rooted fears that you have around dating, around going with the flow. Yeah, maybe you do have a tendency to kind of think the worst. But I think Spirit is here. They're saying that it's time for this. I think they are saying with the World card underneath it, they're saying it's time for you to start maybe getting out there and start thinking about this lovely union that you've always wanted, which is apparently a key characteristic of Librans. Like, one things that you want in life that's on your bucket list is to have a very meaningful, loving connection and relationship with somebody romantically, and to have a family and those things, and to work with someone, as a life partner. So, yeah, I think Spirit is saying that, yeah, there's a lot to be gained as you move forward into, or move towards that dream that you may have. There's a lot that's to be gained, and it's very fruitful, and there's like, a lot can come from it. It can only get better. It's like exponentially good, So yeah, it's very interesting reading, Libra. If you did enjoy the reading and you've stayed to this long, you must have, hopefully, please do like my video. Share the video if you feel someone else who's a Libra might benefit from it. And subscribe if you would like to see more. And otherwise, take good care, and I'll see you in December. All right, take care. Bye.